Hey, konnichiwa. It's Owen Sensei, and today we're talking about dirty words or kitanai kotoba in the Japanese language. Now, in English and other languages like Chinese, there are lots of dirty words and vulgar curse words, but in Japanese, they really don't have these kind of strong curse words, dirty words, and I think this really represents the culture itself. So in English, everyone knows we have these pure curse words, right? We have famous words like and and all these words are used when people are angry at something or someone. Now in Japanese, they really don't have similar words. They do have words that they consider kitanai kotoba or dirty words, but they're really more improper versions of just regular words used in the wrong situation. So for example, I remember I was doing karate and one of my classmates was actually apologizing to our sensei or teacher, and he used the word suman, which means I'm sorry, but it's a shortened version of the word sumimasen, which means I'm sorry and excuse me. So you would think that this word is fine, but because it was shortened, it became impolite or just too casual to say to our sensei or teacher. So the point is that even though it was considered kitanai kotoba, it was just a shortened version of a polite word. So they really didn't have a pure kitanai kotoba. Now, in Japanese, they do have a few. And if you ask Japanese, they'll tell you they have lots of curse words and things like that. But over my years, I really just remember three words. And one is kuso, which means shit. The other one is yaro, which means jerk. And then a simple one, baka, which means stupid. Now, yes, these are pure, dirty words, but they're not as vulgar or as harsh as you would think of curse words in the English language. And the reason I say this is because these words are used on TV all the time. So if you're watching Japanese dramas or comedy shows or even reading manga, these words will be used all the time. They're never censored and never bleeped out. The type of curse words that we use in America, you can never hear them on regular TV. They would always be bleeped out or just cut out and censored altogether. So I really believe that this part of the culture of Japan is just, the culture itself is so polite and so respectful to others, especially when they speak to others, that these words just never really developed into the language. And over time, they just have very few dirty words. And I would say from the 20th century, maybe foreign people and foreign languages influenced Japan to start using some of their words inappropriately and now are considered, kitanai kotoba. These words that I'd mentioned, kuso and yaro, have become a little bit more vulgar than they used to, probably influenced by, mostly I would imagine, America and English-speaking people. But in general, the Japanese culture is just too polite and too friendly for kitanai kotoba. So if you're interested in learning more about Japanese, please check out my book, Chipping Away, by clicking one of these sites below this video. Thank you very much.